Hi, welcome to Re-Emerging Spirit. My name is Rudy Cromwell. Welcome to my personal lifestyle vlog, and I'm so happy that you're here with us today. Today we're going to talk about a little something called focus. Now, who here is really good at focusing in on tasks and stuff they need to do on a regular basis? I know for me personally, this is something I've had to learn to work at because my normal focus is like squirrel. Like seriously, who can relate? Don't really have a whole lot of focus without being intentional about actually learning the process of focusing. And that really is something that can be taught. You can learn to do it. It may not happen immediately overnight, but you will get better at it day by day the more you have strategies and tools in place to help you with the focusing process. And then that way, other things within your life will fall into place, and you're going to have more time for all the things you would love to have time for. Because let's be brutally honest, how many times do you go on Facebook just for a minute or two because you need to post something that you're getting rid of from your house on the marketplace, but then you end up wasting an hour just scrolling? So many other at-home tasks. Like, this is kind of a joke in our house, but you do that whole thing where, okay, I'm doing laundry, but then when you go to collect the laundry, you realize the garbages need empty, and then as you're emptying the garbages, you realize that inside that cupboard in the kitchen really needs cleaned out, and then while you're cleaning out that cupboard, you realize that you could purge some of this stuff. And then as you're purging some of this stuff and maybe taking it out to the garage till you can donate it or something, then you start cleaning the garage. And then you get to the end of the day and realize you never did the laundry. So I'm hoping that when I share some of these tips and strategies with you today to help you work on your focusing, that focusing will be a little easier for you going into this new year of 2022. So first of all, one of the things that helps with focusing is actually blocking a set of time for it. So picking whatever tasks that you need to do and then setting aside a specific amount of time, like this half an hour or this 45 minutes, and doing what is referred to as a focusing blitz. That is where, for that chunk of time, you are going to focus on that one task and that one task only. Because here's a fallacy that many of us fall into believing, is that we all can majorly multitask. And it's actually not true. Even when you're multitasking, you are focusing on multiple different things, but you're still only focusing on one for a few seconds at a time. And you're just jumping from one to the other to the other to the other. You're not actually multitasking. You're just throwing multiple tasks into a crammed little amount of time. So pick what you need to focus on, set a set amount of time for that, and then stick to that. And this is where, using the timer on your phone, or if you have a little egg timer or something at home, comes in perfect. So you can set it and say, okay, I'm going to focus on this thing for 15 minutes, set your timer and go. And just focus on that one thing for the 15 minutes. When the timer goes off, you're free to move on to a different task or whatever else you need to do in your day. So, thing number 2, when you're training yourself how to focus better, is to make others aware of what you're doing. Because let's be honest, your friends, your family, your kids, your dog, whoever, they like to interrupt you when you're trying to be good and focus on something. So it helps that if you're going to set time aside to focus on a task, that you tell everybody around you ahead of time that that's what you're doing. Say, hey, tell your girlfriends, love to chat, do tea, whatever, but on Tuesday afternoon from 2 to 3, I have something important I want to focus on. I will be unavailable from 2 to 3 on Tuesday. And then that way, you tell your kids, tell your husband, whomever you need to let know that that is your set amount of time, and then that way they can help you respect that time blocking. So number 3 in helping you to focus better is especially if you're doing things on your computer, like you're having to answer emails, or you do need to do some posting on social media, or maybe you're like me and you're doing your vlog video for YouTube. You want to close all the other tabs on your browser. Let's be truly honest. How many other tabs do you often have open? Some people have 5, some have 10, some have more than 20 tabs open at any one time. And the minute you get a notification from somewhere else, you're like, ooh, what's going on over there? Squirrel again. When you're wanting to be very focused on one task or one thing that you're doing and it involves you being on your computer, close all the other tabs. Trust me on that one. You're going to want to do that, because studies have shown and proven that once you're distracted from your task, it takes you 23 minutes and 15 seconds to refocus back to the task. And that is a lot of wasted time throughout your day. Wasted time we just don't have. So that is something you're going to want to do. Next up, number 4, if you can, and if you have a home office or a quiet bedroom or somewhere where you do your work, close the door. Go so far if you have to put a sign on your door, do not disturb, work in progress. I know for me, being someone that does multiple direct sales types things where I do virtual parties and live Facebook videos and stuff from home a lot, that I have to tell people ahead of time, okay, in 5 minutes I'm pressing play, I will be live, so if you walk in or whatever, you're going to be part of my show. And my boys both never want that, so they know the minute mom presses a button and she goes live, they disappear. Because they don't want to be special guests on any of my lives. So that would be number 4, is if you can and you have a home office or a bedroom or a quiet room where you can do your work, close the door so you can have that quiet time to yourself to focus on the tasks at hand. Number 5. So this is where you're going to want to box or block your tasks. So if you have multiple tasks, say you're someone like me, you run a home-based business from home, you need to respond to phone calls, you need to answer emails, and then maybe you need to create some ads for on your social media. Put those little categories of things you have to do in their own little individual boxes and focus on one at a time. So don't be answering a couple of phone calls, then answer an email, and then go back to phone calls, and then start your ad, and then go back and do some more emails. Just do one at a time. Respond to all your phone calls first. Put that away in your box. Then move on to your emails. When you're done that function for the day, put it in the box till tomorrow. You can always come back and answer more emails tomorrow. And that way, you're blocking out your time and you know exactly where you're heading next and like what you've accomplished. And because it's important to know what you've already accomplished for the day. Because that'll really help you in respecting this new thing that you're learning to teach yourself to focus, is by being able to see actionable results from it. So number 6, turn off your phone. These things distract us like so much all day long. Texts, TikToks, Instagrams, whatever. So if you are doing this focused time, this 45 minutes, an hour of whatever you need to get done, turn the phone off. Don't just turn off notifications, just literally turn the phone off. The world is not going to end and nobody's going to die if you don't answer your phone for 45 minutes or an hour. So that is number 6. And number 7, you want to take a break every 2 minutes. So if you've got a lot of stuff to do and you know, okay, I need to focus on getting done whatever I need to get done today, and it's going to be about 2 hours, make sure every 45 minutes you take a 2-minute break. Get up, get a coffee, take a break, take a little walk around your desk if you have to, stretch, and then dive back into what you need to focus on, because you really need to give yourself that moment to breathe, that moment to kind of refocus before you dive back into your focusing. So I hope those tips were helpful for you. I look forward to sharing so much more with you over the next several weeks, months, who knows, years this could be going on. But if you want to stay tuned and learn more great life skills and tips and tricks and all sorts of other goodies, subscribe below and stay tuned. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. All right, bye-bye.